Hello, everyone. It's Thursday, April 28th, and welcome to Saucer Rock Episode 5 with Ryan Gavalier and me, Rand Kelly. And we're going to discuss the three songs today. David Bowie, Starman, Billy Thorpe, Children of the Sun, and yes, Madrigal. And are you ready to go with the lyrics, Ryan?
Yeah, which one we starting with?
Let's start with Starman.
All right.
Do you have a prop for that?
Yeah, I do.
David
Rise-
Bowie, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust. Very good.
Yeah,
Did you notice that sign above him that says K West?
yeah.
A lot of people are saying, oh, he's predicting the future. That's Kanye.
Oh, I know.
Absolute,
Pretty funny.
absolute nonsense. But,
Yeah.
some people are weird. I got the saucer music in the background. I don't know if it's hearable, but
Might be a little loud, actually.
okay. I can turn it down a little bit. How's that?
That's better. All right. Let's see here. So I'll start off with Starman then.
Okay.
The lyrics go, didn't know what time it was. The lights were low. I leaned back on my radio. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll. Lot of soul, he said. Then the loud sound did seem to fade. Came back like a slow voice on a wave of phase. That weren't no DJ. That was hazy cosmic jive. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he'd think he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He told us not to blow it because he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it. Yet the children, let the children use it. Let all the children boogie. I had to phone someone, so I picked on you. Hey, that's far out, so you heard him too. Switch on the TV, we may pick him up on channel 2. Look out your window, I could see his light. If we could sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your papa or he'll get us locked up in fright. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He told us not to blow it because he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie.
Cool. You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. So I think that first of all, I love this song. I love this entire album. I mean, we just talked about it last night on Rock Fantasy, and I gave it a 10 out of 10. Check out that episode. It was Schools Out versus Ziggy Stardust, and you could find out which album I picked and which album Rand picked on the episode. That's Rock Fantasy. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is kind of a hard one. I mean, I don't think that it is really explicitly talking about UFOs or anything. I mean, a starman. I mean, I guess Ziggy could be like, or whoever they're talking about in the song could kind of be like a Martian or something. But I don't know. It's I think it's more about music than anything. Like a starman. I don't know. It seems like some kind of like prodigy of music or something. I don't know. It's hard for me to say exactly with this one. I don't have a whole lot to say on it, just because really the only lyrics that really make me think of anything spacey is starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our mind. But that's about it on this one. Other than that, it seems like it's more about music, and it does say like hot, hazy, cosmic jive, but that could just be like trippy music or something, like some drugs or something. I don't know. Like, but I don't know. So it's a little tricky for me, but I do love this song, and it definitely has kind of like a spacey, like a folk pop psychedelic type of song. I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot. How about you, Rand? Do you have
Well, I have
any?
a question because I don't know the album very well. I just started listening to it for last night's episode about a week ago. So, is this album a concept album where all the songs connect uh, uh, thematically in lyric?
Kind of, yeah. Um, it's, I mean, it's like most concept albums. I think it's kind of a loose one. You know, it doesn't always make the most sense as a concept, but like it's about this musician Ziggy and his band who are the Spiders from Mars.
Right, and they made a movie, right?
It was a live album, a live, like a concert movie. Yeah.
So the backing band are the Spiders from Mars, then,
Yes.
like Mick Ronson and whoever else is in the group.
Yeah, they were the Spiders from Mars. And I don't know. I mean, it talks about like some stuff like ego and things like that. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
definitely a concept album, but I think it's more real to earth than
yeah.
anything real fantastical.
Well, I like what I hear, but anyways, I've heard this song a lot on the radio, Starman, and I chose it because it means different to me. I'm taking it literally, which is why it's on the show.
Yeah.
I can't really speak too much on it because the only takeaway I ever had from this was that David Bowie sounds like Katharine Hepburn on the chorus, and that's where I sometimes will do that, and I did that at episode, I think it was episode 4, and I'm not going to do it again today. And
Thank
I mean, why repeat yourself, right?
yeah.
It takes away the magic of the surprise.
Yeah. Go
If
check out
that's if that's what
episode
one wants
4.
to call it.
Yeah, go
I
check out episode 4 if you want
Yeah,
Rand doing a Katharine Hepburn
yeah,
impression.
impression from on Golden Pond.
It was pretty spot on, I have to
It's
say.
If you watch the movie, you might go, "It's pretty good."
Yeah, it was
And I
spot on.
and I just want to say, my friend Mike Patton can do that too on Epic. He does it on the chorus. You want it all, but you can't have it. He's totally doing Katharine Hepburn. He's good. He's just that good. Although when I knew him, I didn't even know he was that good. So he was just selling records.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm going to just move on to the next one. We're going to do "Children of the Sun" by Billy Thorpe, 1979. And this was on the radio a lot. Probably not anymore today, but it was on the radio a lot at the time and a few years after. It's got some
Yeah.
pretty freaking cool lyrics. Ryan's going to read them to you.
Yeah. People of the earth, can you hear me? Came a voice from the sky on that magical night. And in the colors of 1,000 sunsets, they traveled through the world on a silvery light. The people of the earth stood waiting, watching as the ships came one by one, setting fire to the sky as they landed, carrying to the world children of the sun, children of the sun. All at once came a sound from the inside, then a beam made of light hit the ground. Everyone felt the sound of their heartbeat, every man, every woman, every child. They passed the limits of imagination, the doors to a world of another time. On the journey of 1,000 lifetimes, watch the children of the sun, they started to climb. Children of the sun, children of the sun, no more gravity, nothing holding them down, floating endlessly as their ships leave the ground. Through the walls of time at the speed of light, fly the crystal ships on their celestial flight, on their celestial flight. Children of the sun, children of the sun. And then like 20 more children of the
Yeah, there's
suns.
a lot of chorus on that song. We need more chorus.
Yeah.
Hit about
And
25
cowbell.
times. Get it into their heads.
More chorus and more cowbells.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? We're going to get the Blue Oyster Cult too. They've got one or two.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think this one's very blatant.
Oh, it is,
about
isn't it?
there's no fooling what it's
There's
talking
no
about.
vagueness on this one.
No, it's full sci-fi, space, Star
Or
Trek,
real.
or real, whatever you want it to be. Um, yeah, celestial skies, spaceships,
The
Earth.
crystal ship, it's just right out of the doors, right?
Yeah, what else we have in here? Journey of a thousand lifetimes, no more gravity, nothing holding them down, floating endlessly, just tons of stuff in this one.
Yeah, and
It's
this is a great song. When he sings "No More Gravity," it's real spacey and it's slow. It's
yeah.
rocky right there. It's a what they call a, I don't know, kind of a drop down of the beat or whatever,
hmm Yeah,
Really, really cool tune.
I used to listen to this song a lot when I was growing up. My dad showed me it. Thought it was a really cool song. I mean, kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Led Zeppelin type of thing, a little
I
bit of
envy
like a
you guys
Billy
that got to
Squire
grow up
type
with
of thing mixed
rock
together.
music. My dad showed me Johnny Cash.
I'm sorry.
And the Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass was got a lot of those albums. But anyways, yeah, I can't add anything to that. I buy it, because I'm a Star Trek guy, and it
Yeah,
just sounds like that to me. So or Battlestar Galactica or whatever. But yeah,
yeah. I think
it's along the same lines as everything we're doing. I mean, I think it fits perfect for it. Okay, moving right along. Very good job.
thanks.
Moving right along, we're going to go into Yes on the Tormato album from 1978. And the song is Madrigal. And it's a really beautiful classical piece. It sounds like Johann Sebastian Bach wrote it, but it was written by mainly Rick Wakeman and John Anderson.
Yeah, it's one of the few songs on here that I really liked a lot. Like I said before, I'm not a huge Tormato song, but Tormato fan, but this one came out really well, this song. Even the
It's got a lot of
productions.
harpsichord on it.
Yeah, definitely. So the lyrics on this one go, I will be there, said my friend of a distant life, covered in greens of a golden age, set in stone. Follow me, he sounded of dreams supreme. Follow me, drifting within the glow and the afterglow of the eve. And if that firelight I could match the inner flame, sacred ships do sail the seventh age. Cast off your garments of fear, replace them with love. Most of all, play with the game of the age. Highest the places remain as all, all is one with you, giving us light and the freedom of the day. And if that firelight I could match the inner flame, sacred ships do sail the seventh age and have always been there. Celestial travelers have always been here with us, set in the homes of the universe we have yet to go. Countless expansions will arrive and flow inside of us. My friend, he of fantasy, is dancing with the spirit of the age.
Beautiful lyrics. Just love it. It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
It's really good lyrics on this one. I think it definitely started off a bit. Um, I don't know. I don't know. There could be two things with this. I think that the first line is "I will be there," said my friend of a distant life. So are they talking about like an alien, or are they talking about someone who's passed away in their life? And you know, they'll still be there for them, even though they're not on this world anymore. That's possible there.
Or
Uh,
that they're from the future, our future.
that's true too, of the future. Um, yeah, covered in greens of a golden age, set in stone. Um, I don't know. I think that could be just like memories, like the golden age and stuff, the golden years. Um, Sacred ships, though, I think that definitely could be about UFOs, or it could be a literal ship. But like, if we're talking about someone who passed away, I don't know, something like the afterlife or something like that. But then it says celestial travelers have always been here with us, set in the homes of the universe we have yet to go. There we talk more about this possibly. Um, you know, I think that that lyric there makes it much more probable that it is talking about some space stuff. But if it is talking about the afterlife and setting the homes in the universe we have yet to go, could be whatever kind of afterlife there is up there. You know, we haven't gotten there yet. And there's always people there that are traveling now. So I don't know. It could go either way for me. But I think that there's definite possibilities of it having some space relation to it. It could go either way for me personally. And yeah, it's, like I said, it's a really beautiful song. I think it's one of the best on the album, and
Yeah.
maybe the best on the album. And yeah.
Well, it is the album that has arriving UFO. So there's a kind of like a permeating theme to the whole thing
Mm-hmm.
that you kind of get the feeling that John's just, this is why Rick Wakeman said John Anderson is the only person not living on this planet trying to save this planet. But yeah, I was just so pleased when I heard this record because I was like, oh my God, they got arriving UFO. They're talking about UFOs there, obviously, and they're talking about UFOs here. And on the Silent Wings of Freedom, they could be talking about that, but it's very, with John Anderson, he's purposely vague. Just doesn't come out and says, darn it, there's saucers out there, and you need to understand that we're not the only ones in the universe. But he doesn't do that. He makes people think, and I like that about him. And he is without a doubt, my favorite lyricist and singer ever. But as far as singing goes, I'm pretty much tied with Peter Gabriel too. So, and also he talks about these in a vague way on
Mm-hmm.
that on the song Salisbury Hill, for instance. We might get to that one. But anyways, I think we'll wrap it up. We've gone as far as we can go with these three songs. I'm going to bring in some new bands next time. Uh, I've been getting a lot of requests for Hawkwind, believe it or not, and we're going to do that. And what's another band I want to do? Klaatu.
Oh,
They're
nice.
very into this stuff, very, very into this stuff, even from their first single that everybody thought was the Beatles, calling it Occupants of Interplanetary Craft. That's pretty, you know, pretty right on. And I think the other band is yet to be determined, but I think we're gonna definitely do Hawkwind and Klaatu on episode 6.
I'm
And with
always
that,
down.
Ryan, I'd like to thank you for appearing with me again on my episode. I hope my space music soundtrack that I let fade off on its own sounded okay. I wasn't sure,
Yeah.
so I needed to do the comparison, which is why I shut it off halfway through the episode. And since it's 5:30 where Ryan is, I think we're gonna tell everybody peace out. Goodbye.
And so cool.